This was written by some dude, Mike. It's called Desperation in D.C. This is some earlier scenes from a full-length play I'm developing. And so in this story, it's time to elect a new president after his 2 terms are up. It'll be a typical transition to a new president, right? Good evening. You turned into the Eugene News Network. This is Michelangelo Schwab following you. With President Weaver's 2 terms coming to an end, we've been following the election closely. Nationally, the candidates neck to neck, 50% for liberal Lois, 50% for conservative Gene. But look at their popularity stats. Among Democrats, Lois's approval rating dropped to 25% this week. And among Republicans, Gene's approval rating dropped to 26%. Not good for either one, folks. I recently talked to these candidates. Let's see what they said.
Lois, what's your main focus on this campaign?
The environment. If I can get rid of all fossil fuels within 5 years, I can keep the planet from blowing up by 2030.
Blowing up? That seems a bit excessive. What do you think, Gene?
I think she's cracked in the head. Our economy is being held back by people like her, a bunch of wackos with environmental feelings and everything. And about that global warming is good news to me, as a matter of fact. Good news, because last winter I was freezing my balls off.
Whoa. Okay. What are some of the other things you're focused on?
Well, we must protect the links, so I will stop all construction projects just so I can protect them.
Okay, that's interesting. What do you think, Gene?
I got the answer to that lynx problem. You shoot them. Then you grind them up, cook them, and put them in tacos with salsa. That will solve 2 problems, my lunch and jobs.
Ooh, that's a little rough. Are you okay?
I am so disgusted. The lynx is my spirit animal. I just need to go meditate so I can eradicate some of this negative energy you're throwing off.
She's having a rough one there. You got anything to say about that?
Yeah, I got something to say about that. America, that's what you don't want in the White House. Do not, I repeat, do not elect a woman. Do not elect a woman.
Okay, we've heard from both candidates. Those are our options, people.
Honey, I can't wait to go on this cruise to the Caribbean. I am really looking forward to the shows and the scuba diving.
It will be great, but you shouldn't focus on that too much right now. Finish your last term as president with some great accomplishments.
Man, I'm fine if I don't get anything else done at this point.
What, so you're just not going to do anything for the last few months?
Pretty much. Although, I have one last piece of legislation I was thinking about suggesting.
Regarding what? The environment? The economy?
Oh, it'll be on pen colors.
Come again?
Yeah, I'd like to sign legislation to determine the color of pens used in the White House.
Nice joke.
No joke. Given this insane political climate, it's pretty much impossible to get any decent legislation through. However, I bet I could get people to at least agree on the type and color of pens that should be used.
Don't be silly.
Oh, you're right. They probably wouldn't even agree on that.
Don't be serious.
It sounds silly, but it would make a point. Getting politicians to agree on solutions has been a frustrating waste of time.
I understand, but at least give it a chance.
Ooh, what do you think about going hang gliding?
I think you should get back to work. I've got to run.
Ooh, good evening, America. Let's head out to the street to find out what people think about these presidential candidates.
Thanks, Michelangelo. This election season has been a real roller coaster ride. I'm here with a couple of real Americans to get their point of view. Sir, you're a Republican, but you're not too crazy about voting for Gene, is that right?
I'll probably vote for him out of default. I mean, the guy is a nut job, but at least he's not as bad as Lois.
Well, maybe they should change his slogan to, "At least I'm not Lois."
Yeah.
And you're a Democrat, but you're not too sure about Lois, is that right?
No, they both suck. But this country needs to have a higher bar than Gene. The dude's embarrassing.
I suppose you wish they could just keep the current president.
Oh, that would be nice.
As much as I do not like Weaver, I think we could keep him around just a little while longer until we find a decent Republican that actually cares about this country.
It does seem odd that we have to change out the current administration. I mean, if the guy doing the job is doing it right, why should we switch it up?
You have a point.
Interesting. Maybe we could try to
Keep Weaver.
Well, that seems unlikely considering it's in the Constitution.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah, screw that. Let's do this.
Wow. As crazy as it seems, these two are actually going to try to keep the current president. We'll have to see how that goes. Back to you in the studio, Michelangelo.
January 17th, inauguration bullshit. January 18th, head to the Caribbean, baby.
Mr. President, it's Vice President Stevens.
What's going on?
Sir, that national movement is trying to keep you in office. You've been following that, right?
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's funny. Well, anyways, great news. It worked. You get to stay in the office.
Yeah, right.
No. I'm serious. Look at the headlines in the Washington Post. Pretty awesome, isn't it?
It's about as awesome as herpes.
What do you mean?
You really think I want this shitty job anymore?
What? I thought you loved being president.
Why do you think I still love it? Was it my hair loss? Was it the punching bag that I had brought in? Or was it my increase in smoking? Seriously, I am done with this horseshit job.
You know, there's difficulties with the presidency, sure, but I always kind of figured you enjoyed it overall.
No way, man. I am sick of Republicans preventing me from getting anything done, and I am sick of Democrats bitching that I am not doing enough for them.
So you don't want to continue your presidency?
Hell no!
Well, that's sad to hear. There are going to be many disappointed Americans. Oh well.
Unbelievable, people. President Weaver rejected the offer for him to continue to be president. So it appears the election is going to include a vote to see which candidate people hate the most, or hate the least. Sounds familiar? Unless some bizarre thing happens. That wouldn't happen, right?
Hell no! Don't let Weaver go! Hell no! Don't let Weaver go!
Thanks, Michelangelo. I'm out here with the protesters today. Sir, what is it you're trying to do?
These new candidates suck. Congress has got to realize the will of the American people to keep Weaver in office until we can find a decent replacement.
But Weaver has done his 8 years. He's ready to go.
Weaver needs to make sacrifices. The U.S. is desperate.
Well, there you go. These people are serious. Back to you in the studio, Michelangelo.
Captain, you were one of my best friends during this whole stupid presidency. I don't think I could have made it without you.
Mr. President, Secret Service Mark.
What's going on?
There's a situation, sir. The White House is on lockdown.
Whoa, no shit. We're keeping somebody from getting in?
No, sir. We're keeping you from getting out.